As a precisionist thinker, how can you maximize the way that your brain works and the way that you communicate? On the whole, precisionist, and if you identify as a precisionist, your brain can either work really fast, really quick thinking, really quick to respond and deliver, if you have the traits of someone who is very results focused, quite dominant, quite hard thinking, and you are outgoing. It's a question of being very fast to respond. However, as a precisionist, if you are also someone who identifies as being reserved and also very humble and accommodating and people focused in that way, then you might identify as being a slower thinker, which isn't quite what it sounds like. It just means that you need to take your time to go through your options and formulate your thoughts, and then you tend to respond once you've done that. So it's really good to identify which one you are, or also what situations brings out the fast thinking and the slow thinking in you, because that will help you become a more precisionist thinker. Here is another way to get your analytical brain working powerfully. As an analytical brain or a precisionist thinker, perfectionism can play a massive part in everything you do, but this can actually stop you from being an effective communicator or having an impact overall in your organization or in the work you do. The reason why is that you will be so focused on the perfect outcome. And also everything you've done to date in your career has been the focus of getting it absolutely right. But there is a time and a place to be risk averse. There is a time and a place to be perfectionism. If you don't let go of perfect and having the most perfect conversation or presentation or meeting, then actually it'll never happen. To be able to have an impact and to communicate effectively, you need to be able to explore what works and feel really confident in playing with what suits you and the situation and adapting to things as they happen. So let go of perfectionism and see how you can start to push gently out of your comfort zone so you can be a more effective communicator. Analytical thinkers and analytical brains also really think of the detail instead of the big picture. So if you're communicating with data and if you're communicating something really minute, that's great because that's good. That's what you're good at. But if you're communicating the data or the finance or the numbers to someone else, you need to be able to get the big picture across to them and show them how the numbers reflect that and support your insights. And as a precisionist thinker, you end up thinking of every block that leads from point A to point Z. What we need to do is see the alphabet as a whole. How can you present the big picture using as little detail as possible? It's a challenge, but this is what the best communicators do. If you would like to have more information about how you can be a better communicator and communicate with impact, then take my Communicating with Impact scorecard. You can find it on my website, www.speakingambition.com, and it'll guide you through the 3 strong areas of what makes a really great communicator. How can you communicate with impact? And you will get a free report detailing every area that you can improve on, and you'll get some bonuses from me.